Nice. Let's go. So we're going to do one thing and then crack on with program I want to program. Where? Sweet. Let's go. Oh, how do you? Yeah. So, Mark, I'll be the life. Yeah. What? How's everyone's day going? Hope everyone's well. If you're in the UK, hope you're enjoying this blazing sunshine. Right, what are we working on? That's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to do. I remember now. So we are going to figure out an easy way of letting our enemies and all our characters and just everything be easier to set up for the health values and things. So inside here we want data tables. I think I want a new structure. And it's on the sort of stats. This is going to be description. And then we want to add this stats. No, e-stats. Whoops. Add this as a float. And then we should be able to do a data table. In fact, no, let's set up some default ones first. Current health, max health, and XP are probably the three default ones that we're going to want. Maybe level. And then for wizards, we're going to want current mana, max mana, current stamina, max stamina. And then the regen rates. And that should be fine for our defaults. So now when I add a data table, and select S stats. This can be DT. character stats. Have this one be the player, the initial player stats. Set up some of these regenerates to be like 0.1 and stuff. Can you please tell me how to do AI character animation in Gas? The other animation is working, but not walking animation, even though I use same animation player. So it depends on which version you're using, but you also want to check the variable for inside character movement component. There's a variable for like use acceleration as paths or something. You want to check that. Oh yeah, that's a good fun. So starting stats, I really want these to be like 3, 4, 3, yeah. And if I go to my stats component, we'll add in a new variable for data table. Data table row handle? Data table row handle. User. Stat user. That doesn't make much sense, but I think it'll make sense to me. Character stats, row name, blank, no. Oh, I want it. Okay, that'll be fun. And then we want to do get data table. Split this. Then rate S stats. Set this. And then call on stat change. Then if I go back to my character, and we select the stats component just here, this is set to player. So now when I play, should be 100 in each of these. Nice. I'm missing one. Current XP 0. Max XP. It's me. That 100 as well. And that should fix that problem I was having in this corner. Yep, 1 out of 0 and 100. Three, 4, and 3. Nice, nice, nice. So then I can just make this variable private. and we can control everything via this character stats. So we're going to duplicate this, and this will be default enemy. David, what's up, my friend? I'm doing good, mate. Doing very well indeedy. How are you this fine day? So this will be the default enemy, and this will be, sorry, that'll be the default player. Default enemy stats. Do another one. Let's do default boss stats. And these can be like 500. And he can give you 500 XP for defeating him. Default enemy can give you 300 XP for defeating him. And all the rest of them should be fine. So now, if I go to my enemies, enemy, DP, base enemy. Set stats. And change this to be default enemy. And then when we play over here, this guy should have 100 health. She does. Sweet. If I change this character stats to be 50, should have 50 health instead. And he does. Sweet. So we know that this works. Beautiful. Because what I'll do, instead of managing it all via this, I'll create a spreadsheet and I'll manage it all via the spreadsheet. And that'll just be so much easier. So this becomes collapse the function, initialize that, and that goes before all of these. Something I wanted to do over here. So that this adds it to the regen pile. Loops through each regen array to run this. It's less than 0. It clears it for that one. Yeah, so this needs to be like that. That makes sure that we don't go above the max. That makes sure it gets that is fine. This calls on dead here. I think I moved that to up here at one point. Nah, should be fine where it is. Sweet, so that works, that works, that works. Next bit is I want another data table. This will be derived stats. I'm going to just make the two stats data tables inside a folder here. Stop them. So now instead of player, this will be vitality. And then this one will be endurance. And this one will be willpower. So we start with vitality. We're not bothered about current health. But every time vitality increases in level, then max health should increase in level. Current XP we're not bothered about. Level we're not bothered about. Current mana can increase by like... Sorry, not current mana. Max mana can increase in like 10. Current stamina we're not bothered about. Vitality can increase by like 15. And health regen rate can go up by 0.1. Mana can go up by nothing, so we can delete that one. And stamina regen. So health can go up by 0.2. 0.1 seems fine. 0.05 for stamina regen. And then endurance, we can do max health by 10. Level, no. Current mana, no. Max mana can go up by 5. And current stamina. So I put that at 15. We'll make this like the same way around, but different. Endurance. Health regen rate can be 0.05. Mana is 0. It's endurance got to do with mana. And stamina can go up by 0. Willpower is all about magic, right? So max health can go up by 10. Level. Max mana can go up by 100. Current stamina we don't need. Max stamina can go up by 5. Health regen. Did I include that? Health and stamina regens in both of these. So mana regen can go up by 0.1. You don't need health regen. Maybe we make stamina regen go up by 0.05. Save that. And then inside stats, where we're routing this stat, I've already started to do it here. It's horrible. I hate it. But we're not going to do this anymore. We're going to do a new function. And this will be f derived stats. Get data table row derive stats. We put in our stat here. Yeah, let's see the Unreal stream the other day. What Unreal stream the other day? Was there a stream the other day from Unreal? Sometimes I don't watch all of them because like they just have no relevance to me. Okay. Before that, have we seen the Lego drama happening in America with bricks and minifigures? That shit is wild. Which one are we talking about? You mean this one? Probably need to watch this video actually. Oh no, I missed this one completely. Yo, this might be a good shout, man. Okay, yeah, no, that's that to watch later. Cheers, Mark. Appreciate that. That'll be definitely something I'll check out. Stats. Enum string. String to this. This to this. Break S stat. Ease. For each loop. For each loop. Find. Modify. F modify stat. Increase that. Yeah, no, I'll definitely have a look at it. I need to like, I keep putting off to do the trailer, but I really should. Vitality, endurance, willpower. Get start. So if we increase our vitality, then our max health should go up by 100. Wherefore art thou my testing inputs? F modify stat, increase by 1, increase vitality. I almost shit myself because I've got 15 things unsaved and suddenly it froze. Okay, let's give this a go. Max health is at 100. Should gain another 100 when we increase our vitality. 1. It's not on 1, it's on 9. 9. Bada bing, bada boom. That's what we fucking love. Even though this says health. I'll change it in a second. Let's go. Now every time you gain a... Keep pressing 1. Every time you gain a stat, you gain... wherever I want it to go. By these derived stats. That's fucking awesome. What was I doing? Have I got that plugin? I think Clyde showed it off, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it. I had a bit of a mad one on Fab the other day. Black Eye. Camera. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Has this price gone up? I mean, yeah, fair. Resent spending 90 quid on a camera. But I might have to. What was I doing? Widget, stats. vitality, endurance, willpower. I hate this. I need to make this better, but I'll have it working. What did I say? Yeah, XP to gain. It should have 6 points now. We do. If I put all 6 in here, we should raise max health by 600. Which we don't. I think I knew that that was going to be a problem anyway. So where's the confirm button? I think what I want to do is, or no, just for loop. Points available -1 here. Listen to the last index, and then each time we go around once. Let's just test that. So if I do 2, this should go to 5, and this should go to 300. Ah, feels good to be a genius. 400, not a genius, but feels good to get it working. Yo, there's a name I have not seen in a while. Danny Diggs, how are we doing, my man? What's the weather like in good old Germany? Is anything like here? We are sweating. Hope you're well, my friend. I hope you are well indeedy. Just need to do this. I've managed to super Englishify my stream because like all we do when we meet someone is like go, oh, the fucking weather, it's horrible, it's too warm, it's too hot, it's too cold. So I've managed to do that on stream. I do apologize. If Fat Man were here or Kishan, I knew they would be giggling to themselves. Right, so we're about to do an extra 100 here, an extra 10 from this, an extra 5 from that. So we shall go up to like 215 or around there. And the same for all of them. Yeah, that would work. I think that's what I'm expecting from our derived stats. And these are 3, 4, and 3. So when we gain those points, 4, 5, and 4. Yeah, let's go, let's go. That's what it's all about. My internet and my brain is down today. My internet is struggling as usual because our internet sucks, and my computer has been probably going non-stop for a little while. Okay, so the thing that I'm meant to be working on is the trailer. So to work on the trailer, I need an enemy. I'm going to put the enemy just here. And I'm going to put in a nav mesh bounce. I don't actually think that's meant to be there, dude. I think that's something that we're actively trying to fix. So let's get some. Get some enemies in here. We don't want all the samey enemies. And that's scary. And then we want our equipment. So, item. I don't think it's the impact tool. Maybe it is interactable item BP. Let's go with the ear shield, which I think is sick. The ear sword. And the alright. Oh, we could also do the witch's hat as well. Sorry, wizard hat for all you wizards. Right, let's do. Save this. Let's see what the crack is. We might actually do a might do a build as well. I need to do a build to test that everything's working. / fix anything that might not be working. Loading. I've done the thing that I shouldn't have done. And I thought the player start too far away. Player start. Let me get this asset. Let's copy this. Outlier. Let's start. Details. Paste that here. Now let's try. Now I can just take the trailer footage for the stream. What a clever cat I am. Well, it's good to know that things aren't working as I expect. Right. The first thing is character stats. The default enemy stat is at 50 and it should be at 100. First issue. Then I bet each of these enemies don't have an assigned thing. Meiji Noir 4904. Hello, how's it going? Good. I'll be life. Yeah, well, we're doing all right. Gosh, I will be when I figure out why this guy doesn't actually move. Oh. I don't think I like knockbacks. Like, hit reactions are fine. No issue with hit reaction. But like, there's like a teleport knockback on just one of these enemies. I've not set up on the others. I'm not sure I like it.
You should leave. You should leave. Back off before I crush you.
Right. It's not good enough for a trailer right now. So let's fix some of those issues. First one is too many enemies. Too many enemies. One is fine. Pretty sure this guy works as I intend him to. Let's see. Rock is here. Here's a question for you. When you're looking for a new game, do you play the demo? Or do you just look at the trailer and the Steam page to see if it's something you like? Why won't this do what I want? And so everything works apart from that doesn't move. It's not something I was expecting. Don't close all windows. Close this one. Maybe because his feet weren't touching the floor and he was on his tippy toes. So David, we've watched the trailer first and played the demo. That's fair. Is that just for big indies, do you think? Or is that not... Sorry, is that just for indies? Or do you do the exact same thing with... like AAA titles? So he was on his tippy toes. Also got the wrong guy. Ah. Fair enough, David. Oh, appreciate it. Did like big AAAs come with demos? Did. Let's see. Is there a demo for Forza? Don't get me. I don't think you just go, wow. Or Batman. I don't even know if I'm looking in the right section for demos, so I hardly ever buy Steam games. Okay, well, what about indies? Oh man, I don't play what's it called? car games. It's not that good. My wish list. Okay, so the demo would be on the screen. Yeah, interesting. Like big triples don't tend to put the demo in their Steam page, but indies have to for obvious reasons. Trailer looks cool, then I'll play the demo. That's fair. What makes a cool trailer? Because there's two types of trailers, right? You've got your standard gameplay trailer, which should be the more important trailer, where it shows you like the combat and different things, and then you've got the cinematic story trailer, which is way more heavily altered. Right, no, I know you were touching the floor. Is there something cracking off with the runtime mesh generation?
Try dodging this!
I always miss the parry. Can't parry my own game. Very annoying. Can I get a clip? There we go. Sorry, I don't respond to anyone because I was trying to learn my own game. That shield's wild, love it. Yeah, no, it's really nice. Ugh. There's a sword that goes along with it as well. G. It's a gear sword as well. So it's very nice. And then different equipment and stuff. I don't want mine to be as half as good as this. That's cool. It's taken a while, man. I appreciate that compliment. But it has taken a while to get this far. Well, you should just aim for your own game, like make it how you want to make it, sort of thing. I have added stuff and cut stuff and put stuff back in and like did stuff differently, and all sorts. Like right now, like there's some bad code in this game, because it was there when I first started, and then we've redone it and gone back through it and remade it and made it like 10 times more optimized and better. But even now, I'm still like, I would rather have like pushed to the finish line for a little bit and get moving rather than revisit sort of all these little pieces and constantly be like firefighting and changing little bits. So that's why we're pushing towards the trailer, we're pushing towards the Steam page launching. So we're trying to move forward more this year, and then we'll focus on like all those other things, and then the demo this year as well. A cool trailer, in my opinion, are the trailers that get to the point quickly. 100% agree. I want to know what the art style is in the gameplay loop. So I dislike trailers that are just like sweeping cinematic shot, and then like there's nothing of substance there. So the block out of our trailer will be combat character. So that we'll do that finisher, we'll capture that, there'll be some combat, there'll be a couple of other enemies as well, and then like cinematic shot of the world, puzzle activations, and a couple of other bits as well. And it'll be like a really short 30-second trailer, but it should capture those key bits, like casting a spell and all that sort of stuff. So I'm with you. Did you make every single asset in the Minerals animation textures rigs? Yes, and also no. So players as, world is for the most part as. I think there might be a couple of assets on like the water shader and stuff. Puzzle stuff is ours. That guy's ours. This kobold enemy is a pack from Enhanced Studios. I like a lot of Enhanced stuff. And animations are just everywhere. I can't animate for a toffee, so animations are packs, always packs. Bad code always reminds you of person of interest character root. Bad people, bad code. Like I'm not saying it's bad code. It's just not the code that I would write now, knowing what I'd do back then, sort of thing. A lot of the code I write now is like way more modular in nature and reusable, whereas the code I was writing back then was just to serve the purpose of getting to that point. It's all like learning steps in it. Is this your first game, and is it a solo dev game? Depends what you mean by like first game. It's not my first. It'll be the first game on Steam. Would have done game jams before with like pretty finished products, like full game loops and all sorts. So I don't know if you want to count those. Still can't get whether I like this camera angle or it's too close or too far. I don't know. That's one of the big points I'm trying to figure out. I mean, it's not completed yet, so I can't answer that. But when it's completed, it will be the first fully completed Steam game. Again, I can't even say it's a big project because some of those itch.io games were pretty big as well. Not going for mana for the character, but there will be crafting, which I've never done before. Oh, crafting. Yeah, I'm not putting crafting in this. It was in here originally, and then I ripped it out. It just didn't add anything for what we were trying to do. Oh, that was a close call. Trailer at 50 min into stream. Yeah, I did have crafting in here at one point. I think this guy is the only one that is finished. Tutorial on crafting. It's so entwined in inventories, and I despise inventories. I hate them so much. No one's ever happy with inventories. Like they're not set up right, or like they're not exactly what people want. I hate inventories. Does this one have This one does have a width. Okay, so inside of the effects, so this is called trail width. How much is this going to break if I rename this user parameter? Fingers crossed. Okay, seems fine. That should make these look better. Hit me with your... Well, that had the opposite effect of what I was trying to do. Details. One of these. Show control. Like, you can't search. Rail. Velocity, camera offset, light on. So depending how you set up your items is going to depend on how much of a pain in the ass it is. Because like you can manage all of your items via an Excel spreadsheet, and then you can just get your local LLM to write all your descriptions and write all your items and balance them for you, so you've got a good starting point. Why is this not? Railway. Yeah. But that depends on like how you're doing your items, man. So if you're doing your items as data assets, then that becomes way more difficult. So it all depends on what is going into your items. Let's add a breakpoint to. Someone hit me with your rhythm stick. Okay. Did I put this on the wrong one? No, offhand scale mesh. Okay, yeah, this is on the wrong main hand. So like, for instance here, right? No, sorry, I'm in the wrong one. The stat stuff that we did earlier. Well, I say did, finished. Derive stats and character stats here. Currently these have got a default value, but I'll pull all of this out into Excel at some point and I'll start running through different enemies and like doing different things. And I can use like formulas to build those as well. And same for derived stats. So I'll have all my derived stats pulled out. Now I can like mess with them a lot easier. But I tend to only use data tables now for like text and strings and stuff. Give me a breakpoint. There we go. 81.1. So that's not popping up. Should be able to get the stack sockets. No, okay. VFX. Let's check out this Kobold. I don't think I've got this as my own. Start, end, and VFX. This is why you watch me in TG stream. Yeah, man. Look, I don't know why people watch this stream. I'm constantly just like, oh shit, and oh bollocks, and this isn't working as I expected. You are the complete wrong way around. Like this sword. My favorite tool in Unreal is the modeling tool. Compile that, bake that, set that. And put those on the front. Where's weapon? This is gonna mess up the spear. It's fine. Hopefully it'll fix my issue that I have.
Back off before I crush you.
75, 75. Real names show. The annoying thing, right, is if I go to these kobold enemies and change this to be a different particle effect. Pretty sure it's that one. Yeah. This will work without a problem. I want the game to be able to run mods. I've not even looked into that.
You should leave.
Why are you not playing the distortion effect? Must have been the wrong thing. So, cool. Right. Now I want to fix the silly damage in here. So here we call spawn damage numbers. Here it spawns the damage numbers. But it never fades them out. Okay, so that's because we're not doing this. That should fix what I'm worried about. There we go. Sweet. Works. Why is Steam just popping up whenever I control it well? I can honestly say I've forgotten all of it now, Kobo. Oh, mate, I feel like that with so many things. It's part of the thing about, like, I don't want to have to learn something else. Because I think I'll forget something. Maybe that's just age, though. Oh, right. So, what's the other thing? When we do our finisher, do I want to mess with the camera? I think I might. Do I know enough about camera operations to mess with the camera? Only one way to find out. BPC camera controls. Let's do custom event. Finisher. Camera. Saran, you play. What's up? You good? How are you doing? I'm that. Rotate and camera component will rotate around, so we don't actually want to rotate the camera component, we want to rotate the spring arm. So, okay, let's test out the third person camera. Follow camera, the camera boot. So if I rotate that, it also doesn't rotate the camera. Okay. This does nothing. So I have to rotate the camera at the same time. So I want to, like, let's get this to 400. And then this to 250. In fact, we'll do 400, 400. and 250, I think. $400, $400, $250. Just so I know what I'm doing. $250 there. 400. Then the actual camera itself. Minus 90. Okay. Don't fucking crash on me after just changing the camera. Jesus. Scary, man. Your computer just like stops. You're like, oh no, what's gonna happen now? Scary. So we want to get the spring arm and set. Socket offset. Is that how I'm doing it here? Yeah. Zero, zero. Let's just key it for 1 second for the time being. Do a loop. Loop vector. We want to go to 400 and 250. Get current. Get socket offset. Do a branch here, do this here. Play from start. How is the UK in terms of heat? It's awful, mate. It's not awful. Like, we don't do well in the heat. We whinge a lot in general, but in the heat, it's even worse. Finish a camera. Condition. Do a flip flop. So on 9, our camera should change. And it does. It doesn't change back. I think it's because of where it is in the component that it doesn't remember where it is. So we'll try it this way. Oh shit, no. Disconnect this. Current camera offset. Oh wait, okay. Socket. Offset. Set it back to default. Oh. This should go from 9 back and then back. It doesn't go that. What if I went from the default camera offset? I don't know how that makes any sense. Okay, let's do default camera offset plus 400 here and 225 here. That third time where it just doesn't go back to what it was. But it always works on this one. How weird. Play from start. This updates the socket offset on this. The default socket offset is saved, so we're fine. And then we're checking the current socket offset of the spring arm component and moving it to this location. Unless it is just the default one. It's just the back bit that's working. I don't know why. That is just that we do play. I need it to be able to work every single time. And that's a problem. So we just want to set up a new camera rotation for our finisher to get a better, make it a bit more cinematic sort of thing. And there we go. So that works. And then it zooms back out again, which is what we want as well. But then the third time, so if I did it again, we get that junk. And then interesting. Okay, let's do sequence here. Stop that. Save from start there. Don't think this will do anything, but maybe it will. He says, I don't think this will do anything, but maybe it will. Jesus Christ. What a dumb solution to a dumb problem. Look at it. Look how elegant this is. It's not. So we also want to blur rotator. Ah, man. Really doesn't. I'd get people more attention, and I want more attention, mate. So, rotation. Set relative. Got what the rotation. Oh, it's just 19. It's minus 19. That's what we're trying to do. Camera comp. World rotation. Minus. Break rotate. This stays the same. This minuses 90. First time. First time, baby. It's not first time. Lies. Yes, it's definitely minus 90 that we want. Might be because we're over here, so let me just check. Whoosh. Suddenly went first person and fell over. Yep, world rotation now. Let's do get relative. Rotation. Plug that in instead, and we'll see how that works. Why is it spinning around? Oh, do I read that? I think actually I want to read that. Right, we'll take a 2-second break to look at Reddit. Fab has a limit on how many items you can wishlist. It's like insane. It's 100. It's like 50. Is it 50? Or is it 150? I thought it was 150. If the only problem this person has is that they can't list more than 50 items, it's pretty minor. Yeah, I thought it was 150. Do they though? 150 things on a wish list seems insane. Yeah, I've seen this. Okay. Alright, well that was an interesting detail. Wasn't really, I thought there might be like some nugget of that's a super relevant point and like really quite well thought out and interesting, but no, wish lists are not. Set rotation. Set world rotation using relative. I don't think that's going to do it. You spin me right round. Why is this doing the thing? Like, it resolves itself here, but it just goes and freaks out. Like it's going completely all the way around. I could just set it to be -9, I suppose. Let's just try that. Make sure that we even got the right node. It literally freaks out so hard. Inward rotation. No, because it should be lerping through it. Shouldn't do the entire thing in one. I mean, I could do this. It's not even doing it off the finish pin either. Let's do. When it finishes moving forward, it should change it on the finish pin. Okay. This is current rotation. Relative minus 90. So it is the relative that one. So I should be able to do a loop. Okay, wait a sec. Okay, just a second. Trying to loop the whole rotator. Just need to loop the Z maybe? I'd probably change it back to what I was doing. The rotator. From current relative rotation to basic. To this one minus 90. The alpha. I was overthinking it because I'm a dum-dum. The rotator. This here. Nice. Okay. Let's try this manual.
You should leave.
Should really increase the health for, not the health, the stamina for testing purposes. But now I'm in trouble. No one saw that. No one saw the giant bug that just happened. So let's do stats, character stats, player, current stamina, 1000. Let's go again. So I forgot to press the button. I think if I rein that camera move in just a little bit. Then we should be alright. So if I do... Am I getting a print string off here? What's it ended? Let's see if we can get a cinematic shot. Oh, you know what I should do? I should watch Tank Controls video. He was doing the exact same thing. See how he's done it. Do this. Make it do 50 damage. So we are working on trying to get a cinematic type finish. So that's doing something. So I need to adjust some of these values. 200 the X. Let's test what that was like. Oh, that looks... Oh, that's pretty good. Let's see what it looks like when we kill this guy. If I disable shouldn't need to disable anything because the CAS should motion warp. So I think that's what I want to happen. Oh, I didn't see if I got a print strat actually. What am I looking for? End. Because I'm not getting this print. Like, how is it finishing? Just getting to there and stopping.
You should leave.
Oh, it does get there. Okay. Sweet. So I can just get player controller. Ignore look. Set ignore look input. Yes. Do this. Untick this. There's got to be a way of doing this in the actual sequencer, though.
Back off before I crush you.
What? Do the enemies that flash more than once do so because they're taking more damage or are poisoned? It's just a hit flash. Say they've been hit. Say you've done this, like a visual representation of damage. That there, that there. As. It should have a Let's put both of these on motion walk. Oh man. So that should stop the city. Also the chicken neck, man. So update that. Set that. I'm in Unreal Engine 2, just started browsing on YouTube and saw your channel. Nice. Yeah, man. Normally we will do Saturdays for our game. Let's test that. From this angle, it doesn't look too bad, but yeah, actually needs to be closer to him. Yeah, let's try that.
Back off before I crush you.
Still so far away. Motion what the whole animation? If the window duration is 2 seconds, it's 0.5. The target rotation will be reached in 1 second. So 2. Okay, so this is 120. So it'll be reached by 120. No, so I want this to be like 0.1. Super fast. Are you gonna play MW4? Is that Modern Warfare 4? No. I downloaded Apex again. Tried to play Apex on oh, it's so stupid. I had everything unlocked on my PlayStation, so I put it onto the computer and they were like, you can only do like one account linked in your lifetime. I was like, that's insanity. Am I gonna get Modern Warfare 4? Probably not. Apex is enough of a first person shooter for me, mate. Oh, I can't be doing more. Is this motion matching? No. No, it's not. This is motion warping. But the actual project is motion matching. Bruh.
Back off before I crush you.
This project was made in 5.4 and the original motion matching came out in 5.4 and it was shocking. Why is he hovering? Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. I think I've got. Here, here, and here is fine. And then down. Okay, I think I might have sorted it with that. I just never was into those. Apex has abilities and stuff, which is why I'm down for it. Jesus, why has this gotten worse? Also broken my camera. No one realizes, but I have. Okay, I think it was fine the way it was. I just needed to change the rotation rate of said character. I think I'm going to leave it like that. And then this one. That should be fine, hopefully. So it was almost there before, and that all of those changes made it so much worse.
You should leave.
Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that bit. Yeah, I tried to play it on a massive TV and got absolutely owned after like a good couple of years of not playing. So now I've put it on the computer and it's a smaller screen, so it should hopefully do better.
Back off before I crush you.
So that rotation problem is because when we do this finisher, we're rotating the camera. Right, wait a sec. Let me. Yeah, so we have the lock on already. So if I do character movement component, which one is the one that makes it funky? Use controller design rotation. It's true. That should fix it, and I just need to incorporate it.
You should leave.
Alright, pretty. Yeah, that didn't do what I thought it would do. So much kind of there. Ignore the Z on this. Ignore the Z on this, because they should be going higher as well. That only happens when we rotate the camera. And that should be set or in. Where's the lock on? Isn't this? But when a small mobile game started for a mobile, I brought over 1,000 as market research. Damn, son. Eddie's doing it all, man. This is setting the control rotation. Oh, okay. Wait, so I just do Unreal Sensei. Do I agree with that sentiment? 50-50. I think that 5-hour tutorial isn't for game developers. It gives you a really good understanding of the engine. It's a long way. I think his 2.5-hour first-person shooter one is better if you're trying to make a game. I think the other one shows you a lot of stuff that you just don't need until much later on. I think it's very good for environmental designers, though. Wait, if I just do this without the lock-in, it should work. I think Ulibari on Udemy is probably where I would go as the best, but I wouldn't even start there like that because that involves money for a start. If I was starting again, I mean, I'd do the same thing I've been doing, but I would do a 1-hour make a game video. It gives me an idea of if I even like the effort that goes into making games or the output of it. The motion warping's warping to my eye. Oh, shoot. Okay, wait a sec. I think I got it. Stop montage. That needs to be handled inside this arm. Yep. Get player character. Yeah, if I was, like I say, if I was starting again, I would just watch any of the 1 hour, 2 hour tutorials that was making a full game. You won't get a full game out of it, but it'll teach you how to move around the engine. Stop adding montage. That should stop our motion warping.
Back off before I crush you.
The other thing I would do is, if you are going to watch Sensei's tutorial, make sure you do it in the actual version that Sensei uses. Plus, his tutorial actually uses the Quixel stuff now, so you won't even have access to that. Ah, why? Why you let me rotate my character? I mean, everyone's got their what's it called, right? What their preferential way of learning, and what works for one person doesn't work for another. Whether rotation should work. Really? It's like the most watched tutorial on YouTube. It's like got 1 million. So many. Massive, man. It's very popular. He's a very good teacher. Wait, what? Pacing? Is that the bit that I've been missing?
You should leave before I crush you.
Either I'm rotating because I'm still in the attack montage. So my rotate to target is triggering. Sensei is the most popular out there, without doubt. Yeah, he's the only one that's like at 500,000 subs. Yeah, no, he's 100% the most popular. But he's also the one that is the word. He's also the one that is constantly like, the next Unreal Engine version is the biggest yet. You're just like, the last one was the biggest yet. Probably the biggest yet. That works. That's fine. Yeah, man. Ali's great. Nice guy too. Like really sound. Do I need another? Enemy layer. Sensei's big course is pretty nice as well. I know someone who did the whole. This rotation is really peeing me off. You made your own combat system, interaction system, and learned a lot of animations and blueprints. It's good, man. I'm not a fan of that combat tutorial, personally. I mean, it's good for beginners, but I think it gets outgrown quite quickly. But for a beginner, like, it's perfect. Would you recommend using gas or do more of a customizability system? What's the use case? It's all got to be down to use case dependent. Are you doing, if you've got one ability, what's the point? You know what I mean? So it depends on what it is that you're trying to do. This doesn't need to be open. Who does this? Who does this? Who does this? Again, I think the ability system's great. I just think it gets outgrown as your project grows. You have to select on each attack, make the combat attack stuff, and that just balloons massively. In fact, I think I've got that project still. Have a look. I will show you. Doesn't mean it's a bad tutorial, it just means that you've got to understand its limits. Because nothing's perfect. And it's all going to be about the game that you make with that knowledge. This is the combat system that we're talking about, right? Specifically this damage system. What's the enemy stuff? Yeah. This isn't like, yeah, no. So currently a spinning attack does 10-bit, like as you grow, your enemies grow, all that sort of stuff. This will balloon, and this isn't manageable. Like, it's good. The tutorial itself is great, and should be used, but this part and this part should be way more dynamic. Yeah, you don't want to be entering all these information. You just want to take it from a central source, like an asset or a data table or something. And that's my only gripe with the tutorial. I still cannot for the life of me get this rotation to fit. Let's delete this. What I recommend instead, just have it be more dynamic. Like your enemies can take information from wherever. Like at this point, I mean, to be fair, you could also promote each of these to a variable and call it ground smash attack. It's just long. That's all. There's nothing objectively wrong with it. It's just longer than what it should be in a larger game. Because you don't want ground smash attack 1 to be like, oh, radius of 300. Well, what if I've got a bigger one that does even more and is larger? Well, now I've got to do ground smash attack 2 or figure out a way of changing this per enemy and stuff. Like, what if your enemy's got 2 ground smashes and stuff? So it's just longer than what I would want it to be, personally. But I think as you're starting out, I think this is perfectly fine. So like, let me give you an example. So inside here is all of my enemies and all of the montages that they do, and like all the information about them, where they start, how long they take, what visual effects are tied to each montage and stuff. And this is a data table, doing a data asset as well. But this way I can just add stuff and the code's already written and it takes that information, and all I need to do is see what new animations are there. It all depends on purely all depends on what your game's trying to do. Like if your game's got 1 enemy or 2 enemies, it's not a big deal. But if you're like multiple enemies, different setups and all sorts, then you want a way more dynamic setup. Yeah, it just makes editing this easier if it's in one place. And yeah, so as a designer, I don't have to mess with a blueprint or anything else like that. And once it works, then it works for every single change that I make across the board. I don't need to constantly go in and like here, if I wanted my enemy to have a ground smash attack that was like 35, I'd have to do something here to make this amount different. So it's yeah. Name used. This is the problem when you're using an experimental bloody system such as CAS.
You should leave before I crush you.
But now it's above them for everything, and it definitely shouldn't be. So this is a... Let's do this in 0.5 seconds. I spent hours fixing a stupid little bug
Back off.
just to make
before I
something look
crush
better.
you.
Definitely wasn't standing up there before. Delete that a sec. Let's do collision behavior. Your channels. Let's ignore on and will static and done. It's meant to be a finisher, man. And it's been a pain in the ass. I don't want to scrap it because I want something decent at the end.
Off before I crush you.
So now it moves way too close. How's that work? That leaves the capsule here, which is very frustrating. Right. Is R5. Yeah, we're going to call it the R5. 2.5 hours. Hopefully, we should have some exciting news at some point soon. And we'll see what's next for the channel. Yeah. Right now, this will do. We'll just keep trying to figure out the ridiculousness. Yeah. That's it. we're all good, and we're gonna make the kids some food and just chill out. Hope everyone has a nice day, and we'll catch you next time.